Well, Ian McMahon was having his first drive at Menangle in almost 9 years. And look, the winner, 50 metres from home with Call Me Jack, until that particular trotter went off stride and broke, losing the race to My Lightning McQueen. I caught up with Ian to discuss his career in harness racing. Well, Ian, thanks for joining us. Unfortunately, that was one that got away.
Yeah, it certainly was. Yeah, he was going to win pretty easy, I think, but yeah, just felt the track a little bit hard on him today, and yeah, he just changed stride just prior, about 25, 30 metres out.
You just sat back in the field, worked into the race nicely.
Yeah, that's the way we've been driving him, and he's very quick, He'll drop a 27 quarter any day of the week, and I think he was going to do that again today.
And Call Me Jack's a real family affair.
Yeah, the whole family's involved, from the young guys to the older people, and he's been a great little ride, but I think there's a lot more in store for him. So when can we expect to see him back here? Well, he'll have a spell now. He'll go for 6 weeks, and hopefully he develops a little bit more. He's a big growing type, and I think he'll do plenty of racing here in the future.
And a week ago, Swayze managed to greet the judge in the New Zealand Trotting Cup, his second in succession. That particular race would bring back a lot of fond memories for you concerning a previous winner, Flashing Red.
Yeah, great horse, great stayer, the toughest horse I've ever driven by a long way. Yeah, great horse. I seen him in the paddock just before he died. A snake bit him, and he died in the paddock. And it was very fond memories of him.
He was 26 years of age at the time of his passing. He was a tenacious character.
Yeah, he was never beat. We won the Ballarat Cup on him, and Stuart said just get into the bell. It was outside Sokeola, which at the time was going really good, and he just said put medal to medal from the 1,000 metre mark. So I just loomed up outside Sokeola, and Lance peeled across and said, "What are you doing?" I said, "You drive your horse." I said, "Let's go." So yeah, we took him on a bit, and we won very easy, but he was a great horse.
Unfortunately, you did take him across for the Inter-Dominion, and he did have an issue.
Yeah, he had a badly bruised heel, and because he's going right-handed, he had a lot of pressure on the near side front, and that's where the problem was. And yeah, we could never get him right for the Inter-Dominion, but he soon come good after that. He won two New Zealand Cups after that, so he was a very tenacious horse. Yeah,
those 2 wins in 2006 and again in 2007.
Yeah, and they were great wins, like the one Anthony Butt won on him, like he set 3 wide for the last 12 or 1,400 metres and carted the field up, and he still ran away from him. So no, you won't see a better win in the New Zealand Cup than that.
Yeah, you mentioned the name Stuart. Of course, you're referring to Stuart Hunter, who did a marvellous job with Flashing Red.
Yeah, very good horseman, Stuart. We go back a long way. Went to America with him, and very fond memories of very good horses, driving good horses for him right through my early days. And we had a great relationship, and we're still great friends now.
And how and when did you get involved in harness racing?
Well, when I was a young guy, I was about 10. I went to a bloke called Eric Dove. My brother was working for him at the time, and we just started mucking around and driving a few ponies around. Then we started driving the horses, and it just went on from there. My brother was a great mentor to me, and he still is.
You went on to establish an outstanding career in Queensland, probably under the guidance of one of the all-time greats, Kevin Thomas.
Yeah, KT. Well, I spent about a year and a half with Kevin. Learned a lot off him. Great horseman, very good horseman, very dedicated, hard worker. He was very good to me, and he put me on the map.
He was a hard worker, and he's made his staff work hard 7 days a week, and you're saying $100 a week. Yeah,
them days the wage was $100 a week, but he always looked after us at the end of the week, give us a little bit extra in the wages. But 7 days a week, 1 day off a fortnight. That's what it was.
And how did he influence your career, and probably the greatest lesson you learned from Kevin?
Well, hard work, dedication. He taught me to drive. Tony Turnbull was very fond memories to me. Like he actually, him and Kevin Thomas, I've seen him and Kevin have great battles in front of me as I was driving horses. They were very tough drivers. A.D. Turnbull taught me a lot because he was very hard on you, lay on you. He was a very, very hard driver, Tony Turnbull, and he did talk to me a lot from the old Tweed Heads days.
You went on to influence another trainer who's now established worldwide. I refer to Noel Daly.
Yeah, Noel, he come to me when I was working for Ansett, the airline in them days. Come to me, just said, I want to learn about horses and that. So he come down on weekends and that, and then he come down and worked for me full time for about 16 months, and then a mate of mine come over from America called Pete Foley. He said, you should come over and have a go over here and have a look. So he got a job over there, and life's what he is now. Like he's turned out a freakish trainer, and he's having great success this year.
Ian, were there any early signs that he would turn out to be the trainer he is?
Oh yeah, he was always dedicated. He always wrote things down, learnt things, and everything was in his head.
At one stage, he had a career highlight and involved Harold Park.
Yeah, well, I sent him down with a couple of horses to Harold Park, and I think he had 2 drives and 2 winners. He won on the Tuesday night with a horse, and then he won on the Friday night with the horse. So, no, he had very fond memories. That was his first 2 drives at Harold Park.
Talking of fond memories, Ian, bring up a horse called the Warp Drive, and no doubt the memories come flooding back there.
Oh yeah, he was a great horse to our family. I bought his 3rd share in him for $30,000. We won the Hobart Cup, the Tasmanian Championship, the Geelong Cup. Yeah, no, great horse, great horse.
February 21st, 2012, and at one stage it looked like your career was over, but it was resurrected on that particular day.
Yeah, like I broke my wrist, and they said I'd never use this hand again. So I was out for 4.5 years. It was very, very hard. It was honestly, I used to sit there and watch harness races on TV. I used to cry. It was so hard, But we got over it, moved the hand, played with a tennis ball every day in my hand, and just tried to get my hand working. And a long time. It took 4.5 years before I got back on the horse again.
Well, it's probably appropriate then that the horse was called Fearless Leader, because you were fearless to get back into the sulky and greet the judge once again.
Yeah, he was a great little horse. He was only about 14 hands high, but he had a heart as big as himself, and he just went on to be a great little horse. Like we bought him in New Zealand as a ready to run sale, and we paid $30,000 for him, and he come back and very, very fast. Jeez, he had a sprint on him as quick as anything I've driven. And he ended up winning about $140,000. Then we sent him over to Noel Daly, actually, to America, and he won about another 12 or 14 races over there, and retired as a pony. But he was a great horse.
You mentioned the family involvement earlier, Ian. Your daughter Tracy and her partner Matthew Purcell and your grandson Logan all involved?
Yeah, they're all involved. Logan does everything with Call Me Jack, and he's down there every day, dedicated to him, and we give him a little share in the horse. So yeah, it's all a family affair. The whole family's involved in the horse, and look, he's going to repay us a lot. But just today was one of the misfortune things. He was going to win pretty easy, but I think he just felt the track a little bit hard, and I could just normally in Melbourne we're allowed to warm the horses up before the race, and today we weren't allowed to warm him up, and so I think that was a bit against us, and I just asked the stewards to have a look into that in future. For Victorian horses do warm their horses up, and they said, oh well, that's our rule. I think they've got to look at that rule and change it to fulfil all the other participants coming up from Victoria.
Logan, a new generation of trainer-driver?
No, I hope not. He's a great footballer, a great Aussie rules footballer. Him and his brother are very good Aussie rules players. He's very dedicated to AFL, and that's all he does. He loves the horses, don't get me wrong, but I hope he takes the future, because there's a lot more money in that than in harness racing. But I think he'll make an A-grade football, and same with his brother.
Well, those footballers always need a A-grade manager, so you may be looking in that direction.
Well, I try to give him as much guidance I do. I go to every game with the 2 boys, and we dedicate a lot of time to him. His mother and father take him everywhere, 6 days a week training. When it's full time, go to weights and do everything with them. They're great parents, and hopefully in the future that we see their names up in accolades.
Now, Ian, I mentioned it was your first drive here in about 9 years, and it surprised me when you mentioned the particular horse, and it may surprise many others. Don Boston.
Yeah, it was my last winner here. Yeah, many years ago in a claimer. I drove him for Stuart Hunter, and he was a great horse. He's been a great horse to everyone that's had him. He's won numerous races here at Menangle. I don't know how many he's won here, but got to be close to 25 races here. He's been a great horse to everyone. I just found out he's retired now, so he's doing his pasture in long grass.
Yeah, he's had about 3 or 4 retirements, but each time he wanted to come back, and each time Brad Abbott did bring him back, but now finally the curtain has come down on his career. Ian, thanks for staying back and joining us. Hopefully next time here at Club Menangle will be better circumstances.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, and much appreciated, and these sort of things go a long way in harness racing.